Hello everyone, welcome to our second lesson on grammar, verbs and tenses. So the objective today is we will be able to know when to use verbs in past tense and how to remember them. Present tense, we already did this in the previous lesson. These are actions we do every day or normally. Past tense is when we describe actions that we have done before, even 1 second before, or is already completed. We describe this by using past tense. Let us look at the verb eat and recap what we did for the present tense. I eat noodles, you eat noodles, he, she, it eats noodles, we eat noodles, you eat noodles, they eat noodles. We had also noticed that for he, she and it, the verb has an S. So we have an extra S for the third person singular. Let us see what happens to the verb in the past tense. I ate noodles, you ate noodles. He ate noodles, she ate noodles, it ate noodles. We ate noodles, you ate noodles, they ate noodles. So what we see here is the verb ate in the past tense is same for all. Which brings us to the person verb table again, this time for the past tense. In the singular, first person, second person and the third person, this is how the table looks like. I ate, you ate, he ate, she ate, it ate. And in the plural, first person, second person and third person, this is how the table looks like. We ate, you ate, they ate. So once we know the verb in the past tense, we can use it for all the persons. It does not change. Using the tenses. So when do we use present tense and when do we use past tense? Let us look at a few examples. I eat rice for lunch. This means I am eating rice every day or normally that is what I have for lunch. So the verb in the present tense eat means something I am doing normally or every day. But what happens when I ate roti yesterday? The verb eat changes to its past tense ate because I am talking about an activity I did yesterday. So the past tense means something that has happened before or is already completed. I go to school. Again, this is something which happens normally. I go to school every day. The verb go tells us that it is something which is happening normally or every day. I went to school today. So I have already been to the school. This is already in the past. The verb go changes to its past tense went to tell us that the event has already happened. It is in the past. I write my homework. The word write means that this is something I do every day. I wrote my homework. This means that I have already finished my homework. So the verb write changes to its past tense wrote. So what does the tense do? It tells us when an action has happened. If it happens every day or normally, we use the present tense. If it has already happened or is completed, we use the past tense. So how do we learn the past tense? We saw in our examples that the past tense of eat is ate, the past tense of go is went, and the past tense of write is wrote. How do we remember that? We have to remember the past tense of most verbs. There are some rules to help though. So where can we find these? I will give you the link to a document which I will post in the WhatsApp group. In that link, you will find the rules for regular verbs, how to change them into the past tense. I will also give you the list of regular verbs in their present tense, past tense and in the past participle form. There will be also a list of irregular verbs. I know these words sound very difficult, but once you look into the list, it is going to be very easy. I will again explain it once I show you the list. What you have to do is, you will have to read the list every day because this is something you have to remember. And you can only remember this by practicing. After you have finished the lesson, you will be giving a test. I will post the link of the test in the WhatsApp group. Please remember to complete the test because it will help me to understand how much you have understood. In our next lesson, we will learn about auxiliary verbs. See ya!